Yo, what's good, everybody? It's Mr. Holland Park 313. I'm back making my videos again. I was making them last year about the Lions games, both my previews and reviews, but a lot of drama and mess happened last year, so I wasn't able to get through the entire season. So hopefully all goes well. There's no interruptions in life, and I'm able to get through the entire season. And not only Lions season, I can't even talk. Not only the Lions games, but Michigan games as well. One thing that had me concerned last year about the Wolverines is the inability to stop the run. They had a good defense last year, but I thought that, at least in my observation, we were kind of weak at linebacker. And with that being the case, we gave up a lot of big runs. I thought a lot of games, like against Minnesota, I think it was, I want to say Indiana last year. We give a lot of big runs, and we simply can't have that going forward because we was able to obviously dominate UCF and Hawaii, but you go back to the UCF game, we gave up an 87-yard run, and that was against an inferior team. So when the Big Ten play starts, competition gonna start to get a little stiffer, especially when you're going against the Michigan States, the Iowas, the Ohio States, and these are road games. So, enjoy beating up on these fucking bums now, but you got to keep your foot on the gas, and you have to be able to stop the run. You cannot give up big run plays, especially to inferior teams. You have to impose your will early. That's my own take from Michigan. So, and I think they'll be fine. I guess I can understand when you playing a team that you're clearly better than. You tend to pretty much get bored, and I guess with that being the case, your defense get a little lax, and you give up a big play or two. But we got to get in the habit of staying consistent, even against inferior competition, because if you're gonna go to the playoffs and on beyond, obviously you got to be firing on all cylinders, and that's defense for 60 minutes, offense for 60 minutes, sustaining drives, protecting the quarterback. I wasn't all that sold with Wilton Space, the quarterback, when it first got announced that he was going to be the starter. I was kind of pulling for a corn myself, but he did pretty well last game, and hopefully he continues to get better. I wasn't all that impressed with his accuracy, but he had a pretty big game against UCF. So hopefully that continues to grow and get better and stay sharp, especially as the competition gets a little harder. Anyway, Michigan aside, going to the this Lions game, big game this afternoon, and it's about maybe a couple hours from now for kickoff. I'm actually glad we're starting off on the road against a tough team. With Andrew Luck back, he's a good quarterback. I think they had offensive line issues before, and with that being the case, he was getting a lot of punishment. But I think they addressed that in this offseason. So it's going to be a tough environment, especially in the road, hostile environment, and this let us know where the Lions are early on. And I'm also glad we got the Green Bay game early at Green Bay. I think it's week 3 if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I got to go check, but it's good to get these early road tests out the way. Let you know where the team is early on. I'm going to be looking for a much better improvement from the offensive line. I got to admit, I wasn't that impressed with the play of the offensive line watching the preseason games. I saw Stafford take too many big hits, and obviously, you're playing against ones from here on out. This is the real deal. This is the final team. So you're not playing against backups anymore. You're not playing against guys who's trying to make the team. This is it. So everybody got to be firing on all cylinders. We also got to get the running game established, because that's going to also help out Stafford in the passing game. If team turns us one-dimensional, then we'll be in trouble, especially once we go against elite competition in the secondary. So that's pretty much it. I need to be looking out for the run game, offensive line. I want to see run stoppage too for the defense. There's a lot of things I'll be looking for, as we go against this team in Indianapolis this afternoon. So, and after the game, I give my review, likes, dislikes, things I think we can improve on. But hopefully, all goes well. So, hopefully, have a big game today. I'm excited. Football season's finally here. It's been a long, long off season. And we just see what goes from there. Anyway, I'm going to get on out of here. Before I get out of here, I'm going to give a big shout out to Man Beast Morris, Everything King. Check out those guys' page. Very entertaining pages. Like, subscribe to both channels if you haven't already. And yeah, that'd be it. But anyway, I'm going to get on out of here. Thanks for checking my video out. And I'll see y'all right after the game. Check you out.